Hey, Jasen Rice here at Lotpop doing another Lot Party. Quick tip here. We're going into now. I know dealers and managers don't want to hear the naysayers or anything like that, but I could tell you historically, other than what you may do promotionally to get more traffic at your store, or maybe you're in the middle of a turnaround and things are actually getting better for your store, but typically September, October, November brings in slower months. We have the winter months coming around the corner, the holidays, all those things happen. And these are those months, and being on the vendor end, a lot of times dealers start cutting back expenses going into the slower months. And, of course, being on the vendor world, we've always told dealers, you can't cut expenses, can't cut yourselves into a profit. So a lot of times, we also do a lot of times we do demos. We've done tons of demos over the last week or so of September going into October. And I know a lot of dealerships and managers look at their budget going, okay, well, if we're going to have slower months, we might need to wait. Maybe we'll wait till the beginning of the year and things like that. And to me, if any time, because one of the things that we do is we help. It's process management. We install both inventory, new and used, and internet process management. And we meet every week with our dealerships to get better processes in their stores. And to me, the best time to do that is going to be when it's slow. When we're busy and we're too busy and we're selling cars and we're distracted a lot, that old saying is, the worst habits form at the best of times, and the best habits form at the worst of times. When we're busy and we're just dealing with what we can throughout the day, all day long, it's hard to instill good management, good process management and process monitoring and manage to get things turned around. And so when it's slower, it's the best time to invest into your processes and your management and how to monitor all those aspects of both maybe lead follow-up to inventory management, new and used. And so to me, this is the best time. Use these months, this October, November. If it is slower at your dealership, again, heaven forbid, I hope it's not. But if traffic gets slower and it's slower at the stores, these are the best times to implement better processes. So, usually, especially on new cars, December picks up for end of the year model clearance events. And then January, February, March, you run into tax season. Again, we're just a quarter away from all that. And so use this last quarter of the year to implement great processes. So when business picks back up and you're just busy all day dealing with sales and customers, it's second nature. Everything that you've been working on over the last 3 months is instilled in you now, and those best practices are going in place even when you're busy. Because again, you don't want bad habits and being sloppy and sloppy in your follow-up, sloppy in your process management, because next thing you know, you're going into slower months and you're scraping by and you're scrambling, trying to figure things out. And then for a month or two, you do okay. And then you're back to being busy again, and those habits fall apart. So again, use these months. And the reason why I say this, I've watched for over 6 years shopper trends. Auto Trader, we can look at shopper counts, and I've seen it across the board in all different markets. But usually January, February, March brings great shopper counts, high shopper counts, good business. April and May, it slows down into the spring season. And even in June, July, August picks that back up for summer selling season. You guys probably seen that. And then it starts dropping off September, October, November, and December. And then we start picking back up for end of the model year stuff, and things start getting a little busier again. And again, prove me wrong, because I'm assuming a lot of guys had a little bit of a struggle in September, and it seemed like the faucet was tightening up. And in October, it's going to get even a little bit tighter in most markets. Again, other than what I said at the beginning, other than what you're doing promotional wise, or maybe you're already into a new process and things are starting to look better. Other than that, you're going to start seeing a little bit slower season here. So use these months to get better in your process management. I would say lead follow-up, because you might have been very busy in August and July, August, let some things slip through. September, scrambling to do what you can. I would be following up and going into October now, following up with those August leads and September leads we didn't sell. and get better in lead management follow-up. So have a 60, 90, 120-day follow-up process in place and engage with those customers. That's how we've got an extra boost in our internet sales. Was we were the ones following up for 60 and 90 days, and that's where another half of our deals came from. But inventory management too. When it's slower right now, you own cars that are going to get 40 days old that you bought in the prime in July and August. You paid up for those cars because summer was selling, and now you're going in October where these cars are in the 30 to 50 day range. And if you don't have a good process in place to get rid of those cars before they age, you're going to be holding aged cars at the end of October, November, where the wholesale values aren't as strong and the retail market isn't strong because everybody's dropping their prices in October to November because it's slow, trying to drive up traffic. You're not going to want to do that as you own cars bad. So you got to have a good process in place and inventory management. So use slower months. October, November, December tend to be slower months. Use these months, install good processes. So when things pick back up in the beginning tax season, in the model year clearance, beginning of tax season, beginning of the year, you're humming and these processes are already instilled in you. So hopefully that was helpful. If you want a free inventory evaluation, lotpop.com, both with internet process management. We also have a cool stocking tool with the historical data. If you want to check that out, non-clients can have that product too. 844-LOTPOP4, jrice at lotpop.com. And all these go up into YouTube, and I'm going to post up here. I'm going to post other tips, and down here I'm going to say subscribe. Subscribe to our channel. It'll also go up in podcasts and everything. Hopefully talk to you soon.